What's black and white is in the eye of the beholder, but power is in the grasp of a helping hand. At least Scott Flick has that point of view. A former high school art teacher, this single dad gave it up to become an at-home artist, to spend more time with his 2 kids.
Tuck your head under. There.
Scott is also an avid sports fan. He draws dozens of athletes, each one taking 40 hours to make before he hands it off.
But it's fun when I get to meet some guy that is an all-star tight end from Notre Dame. Pretty darn cool.
But Scott was about to draw something that would change his perspective on life forever.
It was fate. Definitely supposed to happen.
There's a koi pond in Barrie, Ontario, and most days you'll find little Lawrence Rudolph standing on the water's edge. A 2-year-old feeding fish, as normal as it gets. But Lawrence's childhood has not been this peaceful. 8 months ago, he was diagnosed with leukemia.
At first, it was really, really rough. You know, he could barely get out of bed, he could barely walk, his joints are stiff, that sort of thing.
Not long after the diagnosis, Del Reed and 26 Shirts reached out to Lawrence's grandpa, Mike Barton.
I've bought T-shirts from 26 Shirts for other kids, and I thought, you know what? Wow, that'd be really neat if we could have one, you know. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, it might never happen, but wow, that'd be really cool.
Back in Buffalo, Scott received a call. A drawing of his would be put on a T-shirt, and the proceeds would benefit Lawrence. The design would be Marv Levy, the legendary Bills coach who beat prostate cancer nearly 20 years ago.
Then you start seeing Grandpa Barton put pictures up. He had his Bills uniform on. His head's, you know, he's bald. And I look and I say that kid's only a year younger than my daughter.
Oh, no! Flick formed a bond with Lawrence's family, from the parents, Matt and Samantha, to the grandparents, Mike and Pam. Oh, and they're all Bills fans, too.
It felt like family. It felt like those guys were my cousins or something that I hadn't seen in a couple of years.
You asked Mike a question about change my perspective on humanity. For me, not a little bit. Massive. Absolutely massive.
If you handed me 50 grand, or the joy I felt the moment I hugged Mr. Barton, I'll take the hug every day of the week. There's money. Some things can't be purchased.
The Marv shirt was sold for 2 weeks. It raised more than $1,000 for Lawrence.
Every time you see a picture of Lawrence,
see
you smile. What do you do?
And it's a sad story. And I'm like, I'm happy because I get happy because there's hope.
There is hope. Treatment has been successful, and the survival rate is 95%.
And when his hair starts to grow in, everybody comes by for a rub. And then when it goes again, fine. But then when it comes back in again, everybody comes for a rub. To the point where he's just so used to it, he just brings his head to me now.
Plus a figurative head rub from those wearing a Marv t-shirt.
Very grateful for family, friends, strangers that have become friends. Like yeah, very lucky.
2 families.
I haven't even met the little boy.
Complete strangers from different countries.
But I kind of feel like I did.
Drawn together for one smiling face.
It's the beauty of 26 Shirts. If you'd like to support Lawrence and his family, you may donate directly. Details are posted on WGRZ.com. Also, prints of the Marv drawing are for sale, with all profits benefiting the prostate wing at Roswell Park Cancer Institute. That information can also be found on our website. Jonah Javad, Channel 2 Sports.